Huskies and the UCLA Bruins. And now let's meet the starting lineup for Connecticut. At forward, a 6'5" sophomore from Dalzell, South Carolina, number 34, Ray Allen. For UCLA, at forward, a 6'8" senior from Lakewood, California, number 31, Ed O'Bannon. For Connecticut, at forward, a 6'7" senior from Federal Way, Washington, number 33, Donnie Marshall. For UCLA, at forward, a 6'6" sophomore from Lakewood, California, number 13, Charles O'Bannon. For Connecticut, at center, a 7-foot junior from Sandy, Utah, number 40, Travis Knight. For UCLA, at center, a 7-foot senior from Prague, Czech Republic, number 25, George Zita. For Connecticut, at guard, a 6'4" senior from Los Angeles, California, number 12, Kevin Ollie. For UCLA, at guard, a 6'5" freshman from Los Angeles, California, number 12, Toby Bailey. For Connecticut, at guard, a 6'5" sophomore from Ramat Epal, Israel, number 11, Doron Shepard. For UCLA, at guard, a 5'10" senior from Long Beach, California, number 11, Tyus Edney. And the coaches for Connecticut in his 9th season, Jim Calhoun. For UCLA in his 7th season, Jim Harris.
Jim Harris has been to the Elite Eight once before and hopes to get to the Final Four for the first time. And I know the story is old by now, but the fact is John Wooden hovers over Jim Harris' success. It's been 20 years since UCLA won an NCAA championship. Jim Calhoun, likewise, trying to get to the Final Four for the first time. Let's go to our reporter, Michelle Tafoya. Welcome, Michelle.
All right, Tim. Well, UConn.
On the tap, Charles O'Bannon. Connecticut controls and quickly to Shepard. Perfect play to start the game from Ray Allen to Shepard.
Set tap play by Jim Calhoun.
Tyus Edney, the senior leader on this team, underneath for Zita, gets broken up by the Huskies, and Travis Knight picked off the pass. Ollie and Shepard in the backcourt. Allen, Marshall up front. Knight the center. Donnie Marshall. Rebound, Toby Bailey to Edney. Steal from Edney by Kevin Ollie. Shepard to Ollie. Shepard for three. Rebounded by Allen, and he's fouled.
Charles O'Bannon moved his hand in that time. Both teams playing man-to-man. Surprisingly, Charles O'Bannon is covering Allen. Allen's a little bit too quick for Charles. Take him outside and go around him.
He charged the foul to Charles O'Bannon.
Here's the greatest athlete, I said at the opening, that I believe that Jim Calhoun has ever recruited. You won't see it until the next 2 years. He shoots approximately 74% from the charity line.
And he makes two. The sophomore from Dalzell, South Carolina, averaging 20.6 points a game. Scoring leader, although it's been Donnie Marshall the last 2 games here in the tournament. This is Toby Bailey. Out of the paint, Bailey. 4-2 Connecticut. And O'Bannon breaks up that long pass. Starts Edney back for Zedek. Knight rebounded, and he was fouled.
Fouled by Bailey that time. As soon as the ball comes off the glass or through the net, Connecticut's going. That time Ed O'Bannon saved the basket down the far end.
(4-2), UConn lead. Knight outside. Sheffer. Kevin Ollie off the iron, and a foul off the ball underneath the basket. And it's George Zedek picking up his first. The push. George Zedek, the academic All-American, a senior from Prague, Czech Republic, at 7 feet. Averages 10-7 a game.
One of the vulnerable spots for the Bruins is that they don't have a backup center quality, so they got to keep Zedek in there.
Sheffer makes it 7-2. And O'Bannon for 3. Donnie Marshall rebounding. Near steal by Bailey. Donnie Marshall.
Numbers are right. They usually score on this.
That's their game. Bailey misses the layup, gets his own rebound, and converts. Good effort by Toby Bailey, the freshman from Los Angeles Loyola. Sheffer starts to drive the lane. Now cross-court pass tipped away by Tyus Edney.
Connecticut's going to have to get used to the quickness of UCLA. Edney's extremely quick. Ollie said earlier in the week that he can't be any quicker than Iverson from Georgetown. Well, I'll tell you, it has to be a push, because Iverson is not quicker than Edney.
Ball went off Ollie, thus UCLA ball. Edney sorts it out on the perimeter. Now driving in, hits the jumper off the glass, but in and out. Sheffer quickly to Allen. Racehorse basketball for the Huskies. Ray Allen.
That's what I meant earlier. Charles O'Bannon's not quick enough.
UCLA back the other way. Same stuff, and Bailey is fouled.
Allen in the open court here is too quick for Charles O'Bannon. He'll just blow by him, get his balance, all net.
9-4 UConn lead. 17-13 to go first half. Toby Bailey at the line. Bailey just a 58% shooter from the free throw line.
And look for Jim Harrick to take Bailey and put him on Allen.
Bailey hits the second, 5 points. Toby Bailey, 9-5. Connecticut on top.
Got to get Marshall going here.
Sheffer inside to Marshall. Marshall watched by Ed O'Bannon, and he fouls him as Marshall made his move. Marshall pumped up. He is the emotional leader, sometimes criticized for his on-court emotion, but it is genuine. He really gets into the game.
Ed got caught too far and back at him. Here's the bump. It's almost like a natural bump there. Alley-oop on the weak side, out of bounds. UCLA fell asleep. Travis Knight.
Travis Knight gets his first basket. Zedek from Charles O'Bannon. Still a 4-point margin, 11-7. Knight mishandled, and a foul call as Ed O'Bannon goes down.
That was not an intentional trip, in my opinion, but it was a good trip. Saved 2 points because there were 4 on 2. And in that situation, UCLA scored.
Donnie Marshall picked up the personal as first. Tyus Edney, hero of the game against Missouri. Another solid effort against the Bulldogs of Mississippi State. 10 points, 8 assists. Zedek driving hard to the paint.
George, hook, Zedek.
Ray Allen back the other way. Won't drop for him. Got his own rebound and hit.
Oh, what timing by Ray.
6 points for Allen. That pass goes out of bounds.
UCLA is in-your-face basketball. They're attacking after main baskets, too. Loose slide there. Now watch them recover underneath. Go into the big trees. Automatic.
Bruin ball, 13-9. UConn on top. Half-court offense. You're only going to see it when you have these inbound plays.
New face by Connecticut. The zone, 2-3.
Zedek has it stripped by Kevin Ollie. This is Marshall by himself. Down to the trailer. Travel call against Allen. Just enough hesitation. 4 turnovers by the Huskies. 15:49 to go. First half. UConn 13-9. Team speed against Maryland in the semifinal. Look at that. 35 shots on fast breaks, layups, and dunks, and they were very good from the perimeter as well. The difference, UCLA against Mississippi State. Most of their success in shot selection came from in the lane.
Ollie's trying to play Edney before he gets the ball, because Edney gets the middle of that.
Ed O'Bannon outside, off to Bailey. J.R. Henderson has come in for Zedek for the Bruins. And Henderson couldn't handle a pass a little high. It'll be UConn ball. And Hayward is in for Travis Knight for the Huskies of UConn. 4 turnovers by the Bruins. Eric Hayward, a junior from Alexandria, Louisiana, 6'7", 250. And that is Ray Allen. 8 points for Allen. Hayward in relief of Travis Knight at 12 points against Maryland.
That's the problem with a 2-3 zone. That baseline is open for the forward for the alley-oop.
Henderson the score, 15-11, still a 4-point lead for UConn.
Don't forget, great athletes make things look easy.
Sheffer back for Hayward, who wasn't ready for it. Edney goes the distance. Tyus Edney. 2-point lead, UConn.
Good move by Sheffer that time. No catching up to Edney.
Jerome Sheffer to Donnie Marshall, and he's fouled.
Uh-oh, that could be a problem. That's a second foul on Ed O'Bannon.
Marshall very aggressive both ways, offense and defense. He'll be testing O'Bannon.
Anytime Marshall drops his head, that means he's usually going to drive.
Hayward and Sheffer go out. Knight returns for the Huskies. And Brian Fair into the game for the first time, number 31. A good 3-point shooter over starting guard. Tony Marshall in the paint, off for Ray Allen. Allen's 3 is long, off the back iron. O'Bannon sends Bailey away. We're tied at 15. Toby Bailey, the freshman, with 7 points.
Breakdown defensively that time. Fair should have been protecting the back court. Didn't get back there.
Bruins fans up here from the LA area getting into the game as they get into a tie. Marshall, he misses the turnaround. Edney comes away with it. Charles O'Bannon breaking on the wing. Off for brother Ed. Bruins lead for the first time. Kevin Ollie. Good play by Fair to keep it alive. Ollie. He'll drop again, and Ed O'Bannon rebound. Edney for Ed O'Bannon. Badly missed. Kevin Ollie with the air ball. Ray Allen in and out, bothered enough by Charles O'Bannon. Henderson rebounding for the Bruins, and Edney slows it down.
J.R. has to get into the flow. J.R. hasn't got into the up and down yet. This is our first half court set offensively, calling a set play into a 1-2-2. I think they're going to try to get it down to Ed O'Bannon. There it is.
Oscar Charles, guarded by Marshall, beating Henderson. Henderson overnight. Drop. Marshall battles, and Kevin Ollie comes down with it. 3-on-3. Ray Allen steps into the paint but travels.
That's the second walking violation. We're only 8 minutes into the game by Allen.
6 turnovers by the Huskies. Jerome Sheffer returns. Kevin Ollie goes out. It'll be Fair and Sheffer in the backcourt. UConn has missed their last 5 from the field.
This will definitely be a game of runs. Some good, some bad. It's all according to who you're rooting for.
Cameron Dollar in the backcourt, number 5. Sophomore from Atlanta, Georgia, in for the Bruins.
Connecticut alternate their defense almost every time down.
That's something that was very effective against Maryland. They had trouble with those changing defenses from Jim Calhoun. Foul by Travis Knight, his second.
I'll tell you one thing, Tim. The Bruins are not afraid to run with Connecticut. Matter of fact, so far they're outrunning. I feel that the difference here will be conditioning. Now they slow up and lose a lot of speed here. Now when George, the hook, Zedek comes in.
Well, Hayward just came in for Knight as Knight picked up his second personal. So Jim Herrick is countered with his muscle man in the middle, George Zedek. Starting center at 7 feet, about 260 pounds. Ed O'Bannon at the line.
UCLA does not have the deep enough rotation that Connecticut has. Connecticut goes back about 9. UCLA goes back about 7.5.
And if the Connecticut centers get into trouble, Knight and Hayward combined, they'll go down to number 3, Boo Willett.
Even there's a fourth guy named King in the emergency.
That's right.
Uh-oh, looking at a little bit of trap zone here.
Bruins lead by 4. Sheffer hitting for 3, closing it to 1.
Didn't like that zone that time because Connecticut's better from the perimeter than UCLA.
First Husky basket in 4.5 minutes, and Zedek counters right back. Zedek hustling back. Huskies on the move.
Got to get Marshall the score here someplace.
Sheffer, the Israeli Army veteran, just 22 years of age, a sophomore. And fouled by Tyus Edney.
Zedek is always the trail because he doesn't have the speed that everyone else has, but he's very efficient coming down as the 4th man on the Bruin break.
Normally, your Oldsmobile retailers wouldn't interrupt.
And Ed O'Bannon has answered the call so far, but he's got 2 personal fouls, and so Donnie Marshall has done his job in keeping the pressure on Ed O'Bannon, being very aggressive. Sheffer. His foul going to the hole. Ron Sheffer, 6'5" sophomore from Ramat Ifal, Israel. Second personal on Zedek. Sheffer had 16 in the game against Cincinnati.
They're in a 1-on-1, but it's a 2-shot foul he's shooting.
And he is 12 against Maryland. A victory there that got them here to the Elite 8. Sheffer and Ollie were 1-2 in assists in the Big East. They're effectively 2 point guards when they're out there together, and they're on the floor now. Sheffer hits them both. 10 points on the game for him. UCLA by 1. 11:22 to go. Cameron Dollar and Edney, the backcourt team for the Bruins. Edney works his way in, won't drop for him. Zedek trying to tap, can't do it. Bothered by Hayward. Sticks with it. The ball comes loose, and it's Allen.
Let's see what they're in.
Inside for Eric Hayward. Good feed for King. Kirkland King missed, followed his own shot, but lost it. Zedek pokes it forward to Dollar. To Edney, pardon me. Henderson. Zedek rebound. Edney, an air ball. Hayward startled by it, but it bounced off him to Allen. Ollie, the alley-oop. Hit the basket with it. Rebound, Edney.
Not a good pass that time. Had no loop to it. It was too much like a clothesline.
Ed O'Bannon guarded here by Ray Allen, and hook shot misses. Allen up to rebound. Marshall on the bench for Connecticut. Kirkland King in the lineup, a sophomore from Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Jim Calhoun working deeper into his bench, trying to wear out UCLA for the second half. Not this half, but the second half.
Bruins go basically with 7 guys, almost equal minutes in the last game. against Mississippi State. Zedek up there. Pushed from behind. Looked like King. Kirkland King picks up his first personal. 6'8" sophomore.
King. First personal, 14 foul.
14 foul on the Huskies. The Bruins have 7.
Also returning number
Got 9 minutes and 50 seconds left for the halftime.
1-point Bruin lead, 21-20. Again, the half-court offense set by the Bruins here. Tyus Edney running the show. Charles O'Bannon on the perimeter. Off to J.R. Henderson, and Henderson hits. Bakersfield, California freshman, averaging 9.5 a game. Hayward. He's fouled by Henderson.
By most of the charge, Tim, UCLA has recruited the #1 freshman class in the country. Henderson's slow to start, but once he gets perked up, he can bury it.
Toby Bailey, certainly, from Los Angeles Loyola. They like Omar Gibbons, 6'10" freshman from Aberdeen, Washington. All kinds of high school honors for that young man, and a great prospect for them. Chris Johnson, the freshman from Los Angeles Crenshaw. So they are loaded in that class. Hayward hits his first point. Eric Hayward against Tennessee Chattanooga had 13 rebounds in 18 minutes and played very well against Maryland in the semifinal game with 12 points. When Knight had 2 personal fouls early in that game, and Knight has 2 again today.
This is the 3rd center so far this game that Coach Calhoun has used.
Donnie Marshall returns, 2 points for Hayward. UCLA by 1, 23-22. Rudy Johnson is in the lineup at forward for the Huskies now, junior from Jacksonville, Florida.
Nice dish by Dollar that time, nicknamed Cam.
And King picks up his second personal, Kirkland King.
Watch Cam come in here. Beautiful dish off to Charles O'Bannon. He'll finalize those shots in his junior and senior year. Just doesn't have the body strength yet like his brother has.
Charles O'Bannon shoots 72% from the free throw line. This is the first.
Charles definitely wants an up-tempo game, does not enjoy a half-court set.
Makes the second of 2. O'Bannon makes it 24-22 Bruins. Kevin Ollie from Los Angeles Crenshaw, recruited by Jim Herrick. Hesitated a bit waiting for his SAT scores. Jim Herrick went over to see Tyus Edney in Long Beach, sign him. Ollie wound up in Connecticut. Cameron Dollar. Cross-court to Bailey. Bailey driving, and he's fouled before he got the shot on.
Marshall got him down low.
2 on Donnie Marshall. Got a tournament, 25 points against Cincinnati, 27 against Maryland.
Well, things are even now. Donnie Marshall has 2, and Ed O'Bannon has 2. It seems to me that the UCLA defense is playing better in the first 9-11 minutes of this game than the Connecticut defense.
Travis Knight returns for the Huskies. Kirkland King goes out. Bailey makes the first. 3-point lead. Donnie Marshall with 8 points. Huskies go as Donnie Marshall goes, despite the brilliance of Ray Allen. And their 28 victories when he scored 16-4 or better, which is just about his average. He usually sees a Husky win. And the foul has been charged to Ollie, the last one that was announced for Marshall. So still only 1 on Donnie Marshall. Sheffer into the paint. Sneaks his way in there, missed the shot. Knight rebounded, couldn't convert, but he's fouled.
Before the shot on number 52, J.R. Henderson.
Henderson picks up his second personal.
Team foul of the game.
Jim Calhoun and Rudy Johnson. In at forward with Donnie Marshall. Ollie and Sheffer the starting guards.
It hasn't been a large spread yet. Usually a game like this, someone moves up 9-10, then comes back and moves up again.
19 foul on the Bruins as Knight misses but gets it back, and his shot, his pass, intercepted by Charles O'Bannon, alertly stepping in to intercept. 9 turnovers now by the Huskies.
So far, Connecticut, I believe, hasn't played against teams this quick.
Toby Bailey looks for 3 now off to Edney. Bailey, a lot of confidence for a freshman. The pass for Henderson missed. Bruins keep it alive. Dollar firing to Edney. And Edney! The 5'10" senior guard showing his magic again. 4 points for him. Donnie Marshall for 3. What a reply.
Now watch out. Marshall, alley-oop.
Henderson.
Knight,
here they go again.
Knight fell asleep that time, Tim. They're used to doing that to other teams. Any team that likes to fast break off a made basket, if you do it back to them, they have problems.
Sheffer guarded closely by Cameron Dollar. Can't make it, but the follow by Donnie Marshall with a long tip about 6 feet.
I told you, Tim, once he gets off to the race, he's an offensive machine.
Knight rebounding Bailey. 10 points for Marshall. Ball is loose. And a foul called. It's going to be Johnson, Rudy Johnson, the junior from Jacksonville, Florida. Hayward comes back in for the Huskies.
That was a foul that time by Fair. He was going after the ball.
Johnson goes out.
Watch Marshall on the boards here in tight. He scored 5 points. He got a 3-pointer earlier. So he scored 5 points in the last 30 seconds.
Charles O'Bannon at the line.
Ed O'Bannon is sitting out because he picked up 2 early fouls. They might give him a little peek if UCLA falls behind in the first half. If not, I think they'll just let him sit there to the second half.
6:55 remains here in the first. UCLA by 3. Marshall rebounding. The miss from Charles O'Bannon. Wide open underneath. The alley-oop is missed by Allen. The pass too high from Sheffer. He didn't need to alley-oop it there. He was standing alone underneath. Toby Bailey in the paint. Aggressively going to the basket, but missing, and Hayward rebound. Allen to Sheffer. Sheffer for Ollie. Ollie for Hayward. Marshall has it. Ray Allen in and out. Charles O'Bannon rebounding.
Gave a peek down court there. Nobody was free. Look for a new defensive face here this time.
You talked about that defensive rebounding at the top of the game. It's been a factor here in the first half.
The only way you can fast break is with the ball.
Zedek missing from long range, but the follow by Toby Bailey. 10 points for the freshman. Hayward off to Ray Allen for the Huskies. Kevin Ollie played against Tyus Edney in high school matchups.
Double stack down low.
Allen missing. Bruins rebound. Cameron Dollar. Fiery sophomore guard, the appointed successor to Tyus Edney after Edney's graduation.
The pace, I believe, surprisingly, is too fast for UCLA come the second half.
Charles O'Bannon missing. Donnie Marshall comes up with it for the Huskies. Ray Allen. Tyus Edney gets right in his face. Inside for Hayward.
Ray Allen should take him down low, post him up. He got the height. Here he is. He's going to post up Ray Allen.
Out for Sheffer. Ollie takes it into the lane and hits. by Kevin Ollie. His first basket. 32-29 UCLA lead. 4:30 remaining. Whitney goes the distance. 6 points for him.
Boy, I've seen that many times. He gets to the middle of that zone. He penetrates one-on-one against his own.
Donnie Marshall. Out for Kevin Ollie. Ollie spots up but misses. Battle for the rebound. It's tie at 3-on-2. Bruins. Poked away by Sheffer, and he picks up the foul. First on Jerome Sheffer.
Edney go to the line for one-on-one with a 5-point lead and 4 minutes left for the half.
Ryan Fair and Travis Knight return for the Huskies. Sheffer and Hayward go out. Ed O'Bannon up and ready to come in for the Bruins.
If I was Jim Calhoun and they're in a man-to-man down the other end, whoever Ed O'Bannon has, I would take him into the blocks down low, try to pick up the third foul on Ed O'Bannon. That's their Achilles heel right now. That's their albatross.
Ed O'Bannon in for brother Charles. Edney hits the first. 7 points for Tyus Edney. 35-29 Bruin lead.
If he makes this, they might try to turn quick. Turn over UConn.
37-29 with 4:06 to go. A timeout on the floor. The Bruins, number 1 in the land, lead the Huskies of Connecticut.
Fast break. Reminds me of Rockaway Beach. I had to get 2 bits of chair to set it up when I was 13, 14 years of age. I guess today you get $5 or $10 to set up somebody's chair.
And those subs get to come back for another game, too.
Plus, they're on scholarship.
That's right.
Which is probably worth around $30,000 over 4 years. Plus, it's TE. That's exempt.
I think they got a better deal than you had, Al. Jim Calhoun brings his team out on the floor there to get away from this predominantly UCLA crowd assembled here in Oakland, California, as you might expect.
Anytime you're on the road, have your timeouts in the middle of the floor, like Calhoun is doing.
36-29 Bruin lead. Make it 31 as Travis Knight connects from Allen. 4 points for Knight. 3:50 to go first half. UConn shooting at only 35% in the first half. They average 47. UCLA is also under its 52 average, shooting at 48%.
The reason he connected that time 10 is Ed O'Bannon couldn't move over on him. He would have picked up his third. They're in a 2-3 zone. That's it.
5-point lead. Bruins in a half-court offense. Edney running it. Bailey in the backcourt. Zedek, Cameron Dollar, and Ed O'Bannon, the other Bruins. Ed O'Bannon, good feed for Dollar. Dollar to Zedek. Wants to hook. Makes it left-hander and misses. Knight, bad pass. Poked away by Ollie. What a play away from Bailey. Good save. Huskies keep it. Ray Allen underneath. And he is fouled. Looks like Zedek got a hand on him. That's his third.
Ray Allen tried to hang in the air as long as possible. Well, there's no way Zedek got down there and he's 7 feet.
So Zedek is going to get a rest. J.R. Henderson comes back in. Charles O'Bannon comes in for Cameron Dollar.
They got to constantly rest George Zedek because he has an uncommon beat to his heart. They have medication that he takes, so every now and then they pull him out to give him a rest.
Well, and 3 personals, too, having something to do with that. 10 team fouls for UCLA, so Allen will shoot 2, and he misses the first one. Normally reliable shooter at 72% from the line.
Team that's in the best condition will show in the second half, and that's the team that will win this game.
Right now, it's the Bruins by 4. 3:09 to go first half. UCLA doing better on fast break points, 14-6, despite Ed O'Bannon having only 4 points because of 2 early fouls. And we talked about whiplash. 1 shot every 16 seconds. They've been humming. Well, Jack Nicholson has come up from Los Angeles, and he's got a seat that's not as good as those ones the guys had out on the floor there a few minutes ago. You know, he told us earlier that Bill Sharman was asking about his shooting average in high school. Jack said he was a pretty good shot. And I said, well, so what did you do with it? He said, well, actually, I wound up being banned from all sports. Comes as no great surprise to this movie fan. Edney pulls up. And he's fouled. Brian Fair picks up his first.
He's a true point guard, this little guy. He knows the ability and weaknesses of every man on the team. And to win in college basketball, you got to have a mature guard, and Eddie is definitely mature.
Shoots at 50%, 75% from the line, 37% three-point shooter, 201 assists, 231 assists in his career. That's number one in UCLA history. 73 steals. I mean, he really does it all. Playing with a sore ankle with a special brace on it, his right ankle. 38-32. 10 points now for watching Shepard.
I'd get the ball to Marshall, have Marshall drive, and Ed O'Bannon. Ed can't guard him with 3-2. I drive him there, son. Drive him. Oh, he didn't. Shot clock at 15.
It'll be Husky ball. Shepard will inbound it. 2:39 to go with 15 seconds on the shot clock. Ryan Fair working the backcourt with Shepard. Allen watched closely by Bailey, down to 6 seconds on the shot clock. Ray Allen handling it. Allen with 1 second gets it off. And drop. It does drop. But a high rebound. And it fell in for Ray Allen. That's a 4-point Bruin lead.
That's a confidence builder.
10 points for Allen. And Ed O'Bannon, all jammed up, is fouled. Threw up a prayer and nearly scored it.
That was an MJ prayer that time. Didn't get as high as MJ. But the key to this was the pass. Watch Mr. Ed here. Passed it to Mr. Ed. Little bit of fatigue there, I believe. They're starting to get tired, both clubs. And I hate repeating over and over, but this game's going to be decided by outright conditioning.
And O'Bannon makes it a 5-point lead. He has 5 points in the game. Remember, he had 2 early personals. Well, and again, I come back to the notion that Connecticut can go deeper on their bench. UCLA has effectively played with 7 guys all season long, and compiled a 28-2 mark. It hasn't hurt him in a game like this. Who knows in the second half? But they lead by 6.
Well, I'm not saying who's going to win. I'm saying whatever team is in the best physical condition.
You can say who's going to win. I mean, why don't you say who's going to win? Let the fans know early. They might have something else to do this afternoon.
Well, it's too early for me to reach.
2 minutes and 5 seconds.
I got plenty of time. Get to me after half.
Allen from the top of the paint, he hits.
Once he got that Hail Mary basket before that, it gave him a confidence.
13 points now for Allen. Team scoring leader for UConn. A 4-point Bruin lead. Ed O'Bannon misses badly. Air ball gathered in by Shepard. Ollie feeds it. 15 points for Ray Allen, the sophomore.
If he's around in the senior year, Allen will be player of the year in the senior year.
40-38. Ed O'Bannon make it Charles. Charles O'Bannon fouled.
When they're breaking here, they'll hit Allen in full stride. Just slices through there. He's a slasher. Knows where the hole is at all times.
Eric Hayward picked up the foul, his first. Again, Jim Calhoun getting good balance in terms of the fouls involving Knight and Hayward. If he leaves Knight in there longer, it might be him with 3. He's got 2, and Hayward's got 1. Same effect in the Maryland game. Either one of them getting into serious trouble. And then Ivor Willingham giving them even a little more time.
Good move that time by Jim Harrick. Dynamite move, protecting him. Absolutely a pro move, Jim Harrick. Congratulations. Good move.
3-point lead for the Bruins. 123. Charles O'Bannon. It's another. Back to 4 for UCLA. 4 points for Charles. Brian Fair lost control of the ball. Knocked out by a Bruin, and will be Husky ball.
Fair can't put that ball on the floor around Dollar. He's extremely quick.
Ollie will inbound. Ryan Fair can shoot it. Missed everything. Cameron Dollar caught the air ball. Bruins with a 4-point lead and the ball with 1:07 left.
I go right at Marshall, take a third foul on him.
Marshall backed off on Charles O'Bannon, but he missed the shot.
Got his third.
Now he got it there. And he made a smart play backing off Charles O'Bannon and winds up picking up a foul and a fight for the ball.
Well, that's what college ball's all about. Smart and dumb plays. Makes a nice play backing up. Now he thinks he got the rebound. In comes the steal by Dollar, who's very, very, very quick. And yes, number 3.
Second, yeah.
Second, excuse me, number 2.
Yeah, he had a second called earlier, Al. That's what you remember, but they took it away from him and gave it to Ollie.
Okay, excuse me. I make mistakes. I even thought that TV was just a fad when it first came out. Get Marshall out of there, Jim Calhoun. Get him out of there. Get Marshall out.
Coach coaching the coach. Under a minute to go. He's got Shepard ready to come in. But it's Fair going out. 58.8 left. 43-38 Bruin lead. Marshall in. Has 2 personals. Shepard. Watched closely by Cameron Dollar. He of the quick hands. And Shepard showing respect. Letting that clock wind down. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Shepard finds Ray Allen and a foul away from the ball. And it's on King. Third on him. Kurt King off the bench has 3 fouls.
King picked up that foul by moving on the pick down low, trying to take Bailey off of Allen down low.
Donnie Marshall talking to the sophomore. 10 team fouls for UConn, so Toby Bailey will shoot 2. 43-38. Bailey still trying to get better at the free throw line. Averages 58%.
His father is a graduate of UCLA, and his mother's a librarian.
He is a very poised young freshman. In fact, if you're trying to find something wrong with his game, the free throw shooting's about it. He's got all the other skills. Charles O'Bannon helps him out there. 45-38, 6 points for Charles O'Bannon.
Could use one right now to go into some confidence builder for UConn. They'll take it down to 6 seconds.
UCLA fans on their feet waving here, trying to spoil the last Husky shot. Ray Allen for 3.
Still time for a shot. 3.5 seconds left.
18 points for Ray Allen, approaching his average of 20.6. What a gamer there, cutting the margin to 4. 3.6 left. First half. Number 1 Kentucky against number 2 North Carolina. 6 o'clock Eastern time. Final second shot by Edney.
Miracles, miracles. I thought it was a bad timeout call by Jim Harris, and here we are back with the Missouri Tiger.
He's the guy that I picked. You picked Ed O'Bannon. So far, my guy's doing better.
Boy, I mean, I said, why did the coach call that timeout?
Don't know, but Edney came up with a 3 to finish the half.
Small Mr. Ed is playing huge.
Hyatt Edney. The end of the first half of the score. UCLA 48, Connecticut 41. CBS Sports exclusive coverage of the NCAA Basketball Championship will continue after this message and a word from your local station.
CBS Sports exclusive coverage of this NCAA
First half. Edney with 13 and Toby Bailey with 10 leading the Bruins. Charles O'Bannon to brother Ed. Underneath for Zedek. His hook shot. Classic bank shot from Zedek. 8 points for the Czech. And the Israeli in control now for Connecticut's Huskies, number 11, Daron Sheffer.
Tim, you sound like the Olympics here.
Ray Allen. Allen banks it. 50-43. Connecticut recruiting from all over the country, including Israel. And that is Charles O'Bannon. 8 points for him. Whiplash again here early in the second half. My neck's a little sore. Donnie Marshall missing.
Go back to Bailey.
Edney rolling. Won't drop this time. The ball knocked loose, but Ed O'Bannon is there to recover.
Here comes the hook again. It's going up.
Zedek short with that one. Sheffer comes away with it. Ollie. Marshall. Marshall is fouled from behind by Charles O'Bannon. Now for a report, let's go to Michelle Tafoya.
All right, guys. Well, word out of the UCLA locker room is that they missed 7 foul shots in the first half. Ed O'Bannon didn't get that many good looks, and they still came out on top. What they want to do is continue to get back, guard, and rebound. Those are the 3 keys for UCLA. Tim?
Thanks, Michelle. And UCLA on top 52-43. Donnie Marshall gets one to cut it by 1.
Michelle was absolutely right, Tim. The big thing is UCLA must get back.
Marshall. 52-45. 7 points for Donnie Marshall. Down to Charles O'Bannon, all the way to Ed. Ed the outside, watched by Sheffer. Frees up Ed O'Bannon. One drop for him, and Donnie Marshall 3-on-1 to Allen. Marshall. Marshall, 9 points. And Charles O'Bannon alone underneath his foul by Travis Knight. 3 on him. Might not have been worthwhile on that play defensively, and he'll go off. Eric Hayward comes in, and Jim Calhoun is in his face.
It might be what Jim Calhoun's in his face about not getting back on defense, but as far as hitting Charles O'Bannon before he got the basket, UConn does not give 3-point baskets underneath. Now, if Charles makes both shots, it was a wasted foul, but he misses one. It was a good foul.
First free throw scored by O'Bannon.
9 points now for Charles O'Bannon. Sophomore is good free throw shooter. Connects 54-47. Hayward under Zedek. Bounces back out to Marshall. Huskies got to get him going. He lost control making his move. Toby Bailey.
That was an athletic move. He's making a back move, lost his balance, didn't walk, put the ball down on the floor. As I said earlier in this game, UCLA has the best 5 or 6 athletic players in college today. There's the steal, the right man's hands. He has it backwards, turns around and kisses.
12 points for Bailey. A personal picked up number 2 for Caius Edney. 56-47, just underway second half. Tim Ryan with Al McGuire live from Oakland, California. Kentucky, North Carolina later today on CBS. Allen is fouled by Zedek. That is 4 on the big center. Still with 17:49 to go. That'll bring J.R. Henderson in.
Not as critical if it was a team that set up in the half court and set each time down, because Zedek has a problem staying up to speed up and down. So against this club, it's not that damaging to UCLA.
Jim Calhoun gets Travis Knight right back in there, along with Kirkland King, number 32. Allen with 21 points. Ray Allen doing all the things you talked about at the top of the game. He's reached his average with 17:49 to go in the second half. So much poise from the sophomore Ray Allen. Plenty of talent. The O'Bannons with Edney, Henderson, and Bailey line up for the Bruins.
Watch an alley-oop underneath. J.R. Henderson gets up high, or Charles O'Bannon's high. Setting up an alley-oop underneath. They can get it there. Back of the zone.
7 seconds on the shot clock. Charles O'Bannon guarded closely by Knight. 2 seconds left. Bailey lets it fly. Won't drop for him. Battle for the rebound is taken by Allen.
Excellent defense that time by UConn. Here, tighten it up.
Sheffer, baseline, in and out. Tip in by Knight. 6 points for Travis Knight, the 7-foot center from Sandy, Utah. Connecticut recruits from all around the country. Israel, LA, Federal Way, Washington, Dalzell, South Carolina, Sandy, Utah, all represented in the starting 5.
Looking at a zone, one of the weaknesses UCLA has is they're not that outstanding from 3-ball land. That's a 2-3 zone out there. The holes at the top of it and the side. Right where Bailey is now, where the hole is. Give it back to Bailey. That's it.
And for 3. Out the iron, grabbed by Kevin Ollie. Sheffer in and out. Knight for the rebound. Blocked by Henderson. Tries again. And again.
Oh, big guy. Big man. He stayed in there with that.
8 points for Travis Knight.
Now the tables turn again, Tim.
Knight had 15 against Maryland. Edney for 3. He continues hot.
Every time the Bruins want something, give it to little Ed.
16 points for the senior guard. Allen stolen by Bailey. The freshman dunks. 14 for Bailey. Marshall, good pass for Riley, rejected by Charles O'Bannon.
Close to goaltending.
Henderson. 8 for that freshman.
Next dead ball, commercial timeout.
Johnny Marshall, foul by Ed O'Bannon. Three on Ed O'Bannon with 14:57 to play second half. Hayward comes back in for UConn. Brian Fair reporting as well. Knight goes out. Kevin Ollie goes out.
Watch Travis Knight under here. Doesn't have the big body, but he's 7 feet. Out of Utah. Stay tight. Gets 3 shots. Give anybody 3 in the Elite 8, and they'll bury it.
9 points for Knight. Good makeup for the error he made at the other end. Marshall at the line. It's in both. 63-55. UCLA leads. 14:57 to go.
When I am alone in the half-light of the canyon, all existence fades to
Run, they can both run, and so far UCLA has been more than up to the task against the breakout made baskets Connecticut is famous for. 63-55, 14:55 to go. Huskies have Hayward in the middle, Knight on the bench at the moment. Marshall, Allen up front, Sheffer, Brian Fair the guards. Anderson in for Zedek for the Bruins. Otherwise, the rest of their starting lineup. And O'Bannon from the baseline.
31.
That's where Ed sets his table.
8 points.
On that baseline.
10-point lead for the Bruins.
Gonna go baseline. Nope. Yep.
Johnny Marshall pulls up, in and out. Edney up for the rebound.
UConn got to send more guys to the offensive floor.
Toby Bailey, he's been on fire. The senior Edney and the freshman Bailey up 16 now.
Technical foul. I didn't pick it up. It's going to be on UCLA, I believe.
Apparently Henderson called for the technical. Tyus Edney, the senior.
Technical foul, delaying game against number 52.
They might have kicked the ball away after the score. That might have been it. And if that's it, it's a great call by Donahue. Let's see if that was it. Ball goes through net. Let me see if UCLA kicks it away. You're not supposed to touch the ball. There, they slapped it away.
Yeah.
That's given UCLA an unfair advantage because all that UConn works on, they assign a man to take the ball out of the net, usually their center, and release their fast break. Jim, not a bad call.
No, and I don't think Herrick probably even saw Henderson do that. It was a fairly subtle move by the freshman, but not subtle enough for the officials. 10-point UCLA lead as Marshall made 2. Shepard to Allen. Allen too well covered as he released the ball. Huskies will get it back here off the foot of a Bruin player, I believe Henderson.
Could be a big break, UConn, if they can score a basket or a 3-ball here. Scoring 4 or 5 one time down is solves a lot of sins. It's like an eraser.
Shepard using Marshall Hicks.
It's an eraser.
67-59.
You have Michael Jordan. He's a big eraser. Makes up for all mistakes.
And O'Bannon in and out. Rebound by Travis Knight. Allen pulls up. Won't drop for him. Marshall missed.
Oh, you see how quick Allen is off the floor. So quick. Let's mark that technical. I think we're down by 9 or 10 points at that technical.
12 they were.
12 down. Yeah. That was UCLA's largest lead of the day. Here's the last play. Watch when Allen gets the ball. How quick he gets up. That nobody can react to his quickness off the deck.
24 points for Ray Allen. More than delivering for the Huskies here today as Marshall has struggled some. Allen averages 20.6. He's got 24 with 13:26 to play.
He's the quiet man, but he's also deadly. One of his nicknames is Handyman, which they call him in South Carolina.
And he cuts the margin to 5 with a 3-point play.
Nice backdoor.
O'Bannon watched by Donnie Marshall. Edney, quick feet, quick hands. With Bailey. Bailey, the hot freshman, can't drop it there. Shepard battles for it with O'Bannon, and looks like a jump ball is signaled. Possession arrow is going to be for the Huskies.
You need to stop here, UCLA. Get near tank time, but another 5 minutes to find out what team is in better condition.
Jerome Shepard. Using Knight, lobs it back for Knight, a little off target. Knight couldn't get there.
Nice little set play there.
Might have been trying to get it to Allen, and Knight tried to pick it off. So the turnover, 16 for UConn. Only 4 turnovers by UCLA to this point. Aaron Dollar takes it back from Ed O'Bannon. Henderson all alone from the free throw line.
Can't allow JR there. JR means junior.
12 points for the freshman. And a 7-point Bruin lead.
Dollar's a little bit too small. For Allen out there.
Shepard in traffic off to Knight. Kevin Ollie, and a foul called before he made his move to the paint. It'll be number 3 on Tyus Edney.
Keep your eye and watch if these ball players start putting their hands on their hips. Which team does it? Which team starts pulling on their pants during foul shots? That means the tank is starting to get empty. Oh! What did I tell you from the top of the show, Tim?
You told
And
me
you
Ray
didn't
Allen.
listen.
I did not
You didn't listen. No one listens to me. I'm younger than the world.
You had Allen tap today, and I had Edney tap for UCLA.
Well, this Allen plays off the catch. Watch here in the replay. Catches the ball, automatic goes to his body, fish hooks with the wrist, follow through. Only God gives you that ability.
28 points. Missing the chance for 3, but it's a 4-point margin.
I don't know if they called that on Ed O'Bannon there. I'm not sure.
Now just a turnover.
Just a turnover. Good break.
Husky ball, however. Shepard, he's been cold. But Allen keeps it alive for Connecticut.
Connecticut's starting to get to the garbage balls quicker than UCLA. It was all UCLA in the first half, getting the balls off the floor.
Allen driving on Dollar. Flips it up. Tip-in try by Knight is short. Marshall couldn't gather. Cameron Dollar for the Bruins. Henderson pulls out.
Henderson, outstanding.
12 points for Henderson. Dollar with a steal.
Automatic dunk by Bailey.
18 for Toby Bailey.
Knock, knock. Who's there? UCLA. UConn gets there, gets close, and all of a sudden, bam, the door opens again.
73 to 65. Allen, and he's fouled by Cameron Dollar.
1-on-1. They're ready to commit the 7th foul. Listen up to this. UConn only has 1 personal foul, so they can wrap you around quite a bit in the no-scoring area. Look for steals.
7th team foul, 1-on-1 situation for Allen.
Well, those 2 guys are freshmen. Supposedly the best freshman recruited class in the country last year. 30 points if you can't add.
Bailey from Los Angeles Loyola. Anderson from Bakersfield, California. Allen at the line. Ray Allen continues to shine. 29 points for the UConn Husky.
Those 2 freshmen, Tim, getting that many points is amazing. But you know what happens? I don't think they know they're the Elite 8. I don't think they know that they're fighting here to get on to Seattle.
11:07 to go. UCLA in front. LB in 1990 went on to win it all. Last year, Arizona made it to the Final Four, but it was Arkansas's year.
In 92, Tim, Indiana there, they knocked off UCLA in the Elite 8.
The only other time Jim Harrick has had a UCLA team into the Final 8, and this time he wants to get to the Final Four. 11 minutes remaining, his team on top, 73 to 67. UCLA shooting at 52% now. That is their season average. They started off at 50 and were as low as 45 back in the first half. Shepard picks up his 3rd personal. UConn, meanwhile, shooting at 40%. That's 7 points below their season average.
The action from the UCLA crowd was on the foul call. It's only the 2nd foul called on UConn. We got 10:52 left for the ball game.
Dollar inbounding for the Bruins. Edney bouncing. He can jump. 20 points for the freshman. Bailey, Edney, Ed O'Bannon, Henderson, and Cameron Dollar, the lineup for the Bruins. Marshall, Ollie, Hayward in for Knight. Allen and Shepard for UConn. Edney now has 9 assists. Allen outside. Off the front iron. Gathered in by Henderson. Steal by Shepard. Reading the pass intended for Bailey.
It's not there. Step back. It's there.
Shepard for 3. Won't go. He's been cold.
Get it into Edney's hands. Now you're safe. Man-to-man, UConn. Look for the ball to go into Ed O'Bannon. There it is. Going up and down.
Ed O'Bannon. 10 points now. Allen driving his foul.
That's the 9th personal foul. So it'll be 1-1, obviously. Here's the play. Good low position. Gives a little fake. All left hand. All net.
Dollar's 3rd personal since Ray Allen to the line for UConn, trailing by 10.
We're in the bell lap.
9:43 remains, second half. Allen hits.
He was fortunate on that foul shot. A little strong. Catch that back rim. Usually it doesn't go in.
31 points. His high for the season was 32 against Boston College. Had a chance to match that here. Doesn't here. Bailey rebounding for the Bruins.
Caught the back rim that time, I told him.
Knight back in at center for the UConn Huskies. Sheffer, Ollie, Allen, and Marshall. This is their starting lineup.
Back into Ed with Marshall having 2 fouls. Back into Ed.
Bailey double teamed at the baseline. Kicks back for Dollar driving. 3 points for Dollar. 79-68. Travis Knight for Sheffer. Sheffer can't buy one. Rebound by Ed O'Bannon to Bailey, and he's fouled.
Ollie grabbed the shirt of Bailey. Intentional foul. We're going to get a picture of this. Ollie grabbed the shirt of Bailey, breaking down court. So this means 2 shots and the ball out. Let's see if we catch it now. Here we go. There's the grab. Nope, we didn't catch the grab. The grab was just before that.
What a pass from Ed O'Bannon, meanwhile. Toby Bailey with some freebies. He's got 20 points already. This is not his strength, as we mentioned earlier. 58%, but you have the feeling watching this kid as a freshman that by the time he's a junior or a senior, he'll have upped these numbers considerably. Makes the next one. There's the foul picture. Zedek on the bench with 4. O'Bannon, Edney, and Dollar. That's Ed O'Bannon all with 3. King, Knight, and Sheffer, 2 starters. Knight and Sheffer with 3 for UConn. 8:56 to play.
Puts them in an excellent position if they score here. Oh, what a turnover that time.
Steal by Allen.
Behind his back. And Edney moved. Kick to Marshall.
Marshall got the pass out to Sheffer. Brian Fair missing. Allen trying to keep it alive, and he is fouled. He fouls Ed O'Bannon.
That's only the 4th foul.
First on Ray Allen. Connecticut cold this half, 29%, only 40% on the game, a little less than that now. Henderson.
They need a timeout. Good call.
Biggest lead of the game for the Bruins, 82-68. 8:27 to go.
A tradition unlike any other, the Masters on CBS Sports.
Play with Ollie grabbed the shirt of Bailey. Grabbed the shirt right there. See him pulling on the shirt? And that ended up being 2 fouls, which he made, and the ball out, which pushed UCLA into kind of a comfort zone.
14-point lead with 8:20 to go. Allen, turnaround over Dollar off the front iron. Sheffer follows. Sheffer finally connects. He's been struggling. 12-point lead. 14 points for Sheffer.
UConn needs a turnover.
Anderson all the way to Ed O'Bannon.
UConn in the zone. Will trap if you're going to the corners. See the zone set up. That means 5 people playing the ball. They should get an outside shot.
Rebound Ed O'Bannon.
That's the first Clemson, I said, is the best college basketball in the country this year.
12 points for him. 14-point lead, UCLA. Donnie Marshall hasn't been able to get on track in this game. 27 against Maryland. 25 against Cincinnati, last 2 games. 3 of 10 from the field. Scheffler, he can't buy one.
Numbers are right again.
Sidney hits it. Oh, got a body check. They're not going to allow the basket. Got a body check from Scheffler and still made the hoop, but it won't count.
Edney, come back down to earth, will you? You're out there in the galaxy floating around in one of those capsules. Nobody's this good. Nobody.
The 5'10" senior from Long Beach, California, has been brilliant.
They wave off this shot, but he's been making these circus shots the last 2 games.
4 personals for Scheffler. The basket doesn't count. It'll be UCLA ball again off Donnie Marshall.
Tight defense here by UConn. Don't want to give it chipping.
Still a 14-point lead for the top-ranked Bruins.
Edney likes to penetrate inside this defense and dish. Clear out the weak side, back door. Henderson's going all the way.
Henderson missed everything. Allen had it knocked loose. This time it'll be Husky ball off the hands of Cameron Dollar.
Need some scores, Huskies.
Allen for Ollie. For Knight. Travis Knight.
Travis Knight. 49.
84-72.
Diamond 1 now. It's 1-2-1 zone with Travis Knight playing man zone by himself in the back.
Travis Knight turns back at O'Bannon. Edney into the lane. Henderson. J.R. Henderson.
52. Henderson.
16 points for him. Ryan Fair, he can shoot the 3, has not had much opportunity so far today. Donnie Marshall, 3 men around him in white, and he is fouled.
They're doubling down on the post. But anytime Edney gets in the paint, you talk about a PT boat governing the aircraft carriers the battleships. Just a simple finish up here by JR.
3 personals on Henderson, sending Donnie Marshall to the line. 2 shots here.
This young man here, Timmy, he neutralizes you. You can't move. And all of a sudden, he gets in the middle there, you're afraid to make a move either way.
Donnie Marshall with 14. Makes it 15. Inspiring senior. Wants so badly to get to Seattle. He lives in Federal Way, a suburb of Seattle. His mom lives there. Recruited by the University of Washington, but he didn't feel that they really wanted him. Wound up at Connecticut. Would love to go home and have a chance to show his stuff in Seattle at the Final Four. Right now, the Bruins of UCLA trying to deny that dream. 86-74. Won't drop for Ray Allen. Risky ball. Make it Bruin ball, pardon me. 86-74 with 5:16 to play.
Want to get now into way up trapping, double trapping. There comes the second man over. It doesn't make any difference, Tim, how many guys they send at Edney. He's going through there legally.
Third personal on Kevin Ollie. Edney's so quick, so fast, and just charmed with his shooting the last 3 games here in this tournament.
I'd even pay to see him go one-on-one against Iverson from Georgetown. And that's rare for me to pay for anything.
I can vouch for that.
you know how to hurt.
Tyus Edney has been the main man, the senior. freshmen, Bailey and Henderson today.
A little too soon to milk the clock.
And O'Bannon off the back of the rim. Dollar rebounds.
They'll take it down under 20 again. There's Jim Harrick. Harris ain't hold it. They're probably now taking under 15.
Under the 5-minute mark we go to 4.5 remaining. Bruins going with just their 7 players that have been doing the job all season long. And that's Henderson with 23 points.
What would get me upset if I belonged to the Pac-10 and know that 4 of these guys are coming back next year.
Donnie Marshall in and out. Knight with a good rebound. Connects. 88-76. 12-point margin Bruins.
Now try to steal. They're also in the foul move. Both teams in a 1-on-1. Matter of fact, UConn's in the super bonus. Arrow favors UCLA.
Edney for Bailey. Marshall couldn't grab it. Dollar fires a pass to Henderson.
Good decision there. Excellent decision. Jim Harrick starting to dream about tick it down, tick it down. The yellow brick road to Seattle.
Entire Bruin bench on their feet. And the coaching staff. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Edney's turnaround. He's fouled before the shot. Brian Fair. They call it on Edney. Offensive foul. Player control foul against Edney. His 4th personal. 3:15 to go. Bruins on top. It's been a drought since then. Jim Harrick has never been to the Final Four. He is 3 minutes and 15 seconds away, leading 88-76. Hoping that finally all of that stuff that he suffers under the microscope in LA will go away with a trip to Seattle.
It will go away if he gets up to Seattle. There's still a chance here for UConn to win. They must score almost every possession.
They are 5 of 18 from 3-point range today. They've got Brian Fair, a good 3-point shooter, and Allen gets 2 inside of the feed from Fair.
They'll put them on the foul line. They can't let the clock go down each time.
33 points for Allen.
Must have stoppers. If they want to foul Dollar, that's the guy they want to foul. Dollar touches the ball, foul him.
A rare miscue by Edney is converted anyway by Ed O'Bannon. 14 for him. 90-78, UCLA. Sheffer in the paint. He finally hits. Back to 10. 16 points for Sheffer.
Hesitate a second before he goes over the 10-second line. So he does that. See what defense you're in.
Approaching the 2-minute mark.
The basket for Henderson off to Bailey underneath. Bailey probably. Oh, just missed it. Once Ednington gets in there in the paint, either wingman is going to be hit. You can almost say, hey, one of the 2 men are going to score down low.
Allen picks up his personal, sending Bailey to the line. 10-point margin, 1:58 to go. The winner here will be the first piece of the 4-team puzzle headed to Seattle. Remember, later today, Kentucky and North Carolina. At the conclusion of every NCAA tournament game, we'll select the Chevrolet Players of the Game. In conjunction with that award, Chevrolet donates $1,000 to the General Scholarship Fund of both schools. Bailey hits another one. He's got 24. 12-point margin. Any question about the 7 players of UCLA being able to keep up the pace has been settled.
Yep, they're absolutely in 100% condition.
Sheffer trying a 3, can't do it. Bailey controls. To Dollar. To Edney. Henderson. That could be all she wrote. 94-80. 1:33 to go.
Back comes the Wizard of Westwood, John Wooden. Fans are now thinking championship down there in LA town.
Henderson picks up the foul. Shepard goes to the line. Well, here's how it looks so far. Ray Allen with a brilliant game, but apparently in a losing cause. A UCLA freshman, Bailey and Henderson, brilliant today, combining for 43 points. And UCLA out fast breaking UConn. $17 points for Shepard. Another brilliant year for the Connecticut Huskies is going to end here in Oakland. 28-5 will be their record. 16-2 in the tough Big East. Final 8 appearance, but the glory is going to go to the UCLA Bruins, barring a miracle with 125 left.
It'd have to be the miracle of the loaves and fishes. I would believe. At this present time, Coach Wooden is smiling. I hope Coach comes up to Seattle for the games. He doesn't go to the games on the road. He's been so great for college basketball. Set a record that nobody will break. Underneath that mask is
Chris Johnson.
Chris Johnson.
Adopting a Bedouin look over there for the remainder of the game.
Where's his camel?
Not sure what that's about, but he's having fun. Ed O'Bannon, 15 points. In early foul trouble. Sat some in the first half. Slowly chipped away, but he watched Edney, the senior, and the two freshmen, Bailey and Henderson, pick up the slack. Rebounded by Shepard, 95-82. There were more whips of the lash from the Bruins today. From the corner. Allen hits again. 36 points for Ray Allen, the sensational sophomore. A 10-point margin with 111. And that's number 5 on Ollie. And later today, it'll be another 1-2 matchup. The Wildcats of Kentucky, the Tar Heels of North Carolina at 6 o'clock Eastern Time. Stay with us here to see the championship of the Southeast region.
2 timeouts remaining for UConn.
Henderson at the line for the Bruins, a 10-point margin, 1:11 to go. Ollie leaves the game with just 2 points and 8 assists for the Huskies. Henderson misses and Allen rebounds.
Got to go for threes.
Shepard goes into the lane, gets 2. 59.8 seconds left. UCLA by 8.
Like all Americans, I like big things. Big prairies. Big forests and mountains. Big wheat fields. And everything else.
Sinbad is visiting the monks of St. Alphonse with Polaroid's new talking camera.
Watch this. Hey, my brothers, those hoods are wearing your hair out.
It can say anything to persuade the most solemn of subjects to smile. The monks have taken a vow of silence. So has Sinbad.
Hey, my brothers, those hoods are wearing your hair out.
Unfortunately, the camera has taken no such vow. The new Polaroid talking camera. Instant smiles.
If you open me up, I swear you'll find the basketball where my heart's supposed to be. So if you want to sell me a basketball shoe, you better be able to tell me something about it. Like this is the lightest Nike Performance hoop shoe ever. So when I explode to the hole, the ground ain't nothing but a memory. Just give me the 411, man.
The new Nike Air Go. Get them at the place that has more new Nikes than anyone else. Foot Locker, where it all begins.
It's a breakthrough that brings us to a new level of performance. In the rain, in the snow. It even saves gas. Michelin's new energy tires with radial XSE technology. It's science that goes beyond magic.
Gillette's revolutionary clear gel antiperspirant. Not a stick, a soft gel that goes through underarm hair to the skin surface where wetness begins. For powerful protection, Gillette Clear Gel Antiperspirant.
Here's Jordan for the inexperienced players. And that is Sally Herrick waiting for this one to end. There she is in the brown suit, and you can see she's not even breathing there. Sally says, let's get this over with and make reservations for Seattle. 56.2 left, 95-87. Edney goes to the line.
It's a super bonus, so he automatically gets 2 shots.
And Marshall picked up his third. Edney doesn't miss much from here. He shoots 75% from the line.
First of 2 as number 32.
Johnson goes out. Kirkland King comes in.
So many years ago, Sally and Jim got in the car from West Virginia, rode to California for a JV high school job. Now that takes faith in basketball.
Went on to great success at Pepperdine, and now that monkey you talked about to be lifted from his back. Brian Fair for 3, and he nails it. 97-90, 43 and counting. Edney back the other way. And it's fouled by Brian Fair.
Number 31, Brian Fair.
39 seconds, a 7-point margin. Edney goes to the line. Tyus Edney, we talked about how great the freshman have been, but it's been again this settling senior who has done it all, controlling the pace, controlling the game. Has 18 points, including a buzzer beater at the end of the first half. Creating havoc every time he penetrates into the lane. And this 7-man team from the Bruins, ranked #1 all season long. Heading to Seattle, they have never lost a national title when they've gone in there to that Final Four as the top team in the country. And that's the way it looks like it's going to be. This is Bailey.
Finally, Jim Herrick finally can exhale and finally know, yes, I'm in the Giants. I'm in the land of the Ruffs and the Woodens and the Frank McGuires and the Bobby Knights. I finally got to the Final Four. All those years of tears and Heartbreak Hotel and blue suede shoes. You're finally there, buddy. Congratulations.
Yeah, you left out a guy by the name of Al McGuire knows what it's like to be there and win one. Jim Calhoun, what a great year for him. He's obviously established himself as one of the great coaches in the country, and his Final Four time will have to wait for another year. But everybody believes that he'll get there. Donnie Marshall, yeah, when he goes home, it won't be to play in the Final Four, but he'll still go home a hero.
Just don't want to give him a shot from three-point land.
Bruins have reached the century mark. 20 seconds left. Sheffer has to go for 2, banking it, cutting it to 6. And again, it'll be Edney going to the line with 16.7 left. Jim Herrick, he fights to the bitter end. He's been scrapping and complaining. Looks a little calm now, but even at the last foul there, he was there doing a squawk to the officials, and he's a competitor.
Well, what could happen, but it's, you know, it's way out, and I'm reaching. I'm not trying to hold audience here. But if he misses these 2 foul shots, 2 3-pointers will put it to OT. But he makes one, no way, 16. It's over. Pick up the hymn books. Match is over. It's over. Pick them up.
101-94.
That line's been used before, Jim. That's an original.
Well, I wasn't giving it to you as an original, but I still like it. I was trying to think of a hymn to sing. 102-94.
Or a chant by the Monks.
Rock of Ages is John Wooden. Maybe that'll fit. Jim Herrick's time is now. King. The Huskies keep nipping away, but 4.4 is all that's left with 102-96. The Bruins sense their moment. They'll be going to Seattle. So will CBS. 4.4 seconds left. It is UCLA ball. should have the ball as the zeros come up. And the Bruins are heading to Seattle for the Final Four. 3 more teams will try to join them there. The #1 ranked team in the country played very much like that here today against a tough, dangerous Husky team from Connecticut. The Bruins prevail 102-96. The freshmen were there to join the remarkable effort of senior Tyus Edney, 22 points and 10 assists, perfect from the free throw line. Henderson and Bailey filling in the slack that was lost when Ed O'Bannon was in early foul trouble, and the senior normally would be joining Edney in the scoring department. Had to wait until the second half before he got on track. This very impressive 7-man team from UCLA will head to the Final Four in Seattle, Washington. We'll be back here to talk to some of the champions of the West region when we return to the Oakland Coliseum in a moment here on CBS. Stay with us. All right, Al McGuire is with the winning coach. Al?
Hey, Mr. Seattle, what was the difference? We had a point guard that was probably a little bit better than anybody else on the floor, maybe except for Ray Allen, number 11. Tyus Edney, that's the difference.
I think maybe you were right. Congratulations, Tim.
All right, Tyus Edney, another brilliant performance by you. He must be excited getting to that Final Four.
Oh, yeah, this is our goal, and we reached it so far. It's just a great feeling to be going.
How about these 2 freshmen? Did you expect this from them?
Oh, they've been doing it all season, and I'm just glad that they came and just brought their game today, and we all just played hard, played together, and got the win.
Luke 2-3.